Four teams remain in the Premier Sports Cup, and we're getting an Old Firm semi-final. So more importantly, that means we're getting a non-Old Firm team in the final, and that gives either Motherwell or St Mirren a chance to win the Scottish League Cup. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV. We're down to the final four: Motherwell, St Mirren, Celtic and Rangers. It's going to be Motherwell and St Mirren in the first tie, and then Celtic and Rangers in the second. The two winners will obviously advance, and they will meet each other in the final at Hampden. Now, at the start of the season, I actually predicted Hearts to win the Premier Sports Cup, so it's not went how I wanted it to go, not exactly, but Hearts are doing okay. They're sitting in a good position in the league, so I'm reasonably content with how things have played out. But this gives Motherwell and St Mirren a big chance to not only make a final, but potentially also win a cup, because we're looking at Celtic, and it's not the strongest Celtic team that we've seen over the years. We're looking at Rangers, and it's probably the worst Rangers team we've seen over a number of years, a lot of years, decades in fact. So, well, maybe not decades actually, because the teams at Rangers, excluding the Rangers teams that were down in the lower divisions and maybe the first season or two where they had to rebuild, but certainly I think it's the worst Rangers team that we've seen since Gerrard won the league title with Rangers. So listen, there's a chance here for both Motherwell and St Mirren to do something. St Mirren have proven that they can, get results against the old firm. I was going to say the top two, but I wouldn't be right, because right now Rangers are in the bottom two, not the top two. But yeah, St Mirren have proven that they can get results against Celtic and Rangers. And Motherwell so far this season have played really good football. They've already got a draw against Rangers. They could have won that game. So I think both of those teams will fancy their chances, and it's going to be tight. I think both games will be tight. Motherwell, St Mirren, I'm expecting to be close. I'll give St Mirren the edge, but I do think that Motherwell can win that game, no doubt about it. It's going to be a close one for sure. And Celtic Rangers, I think, will also be close. We've seen the first Old Firm game this season. It finished 0-0. It was an absolute stinker of a game, but still, it was close, and it could have went either way. Maybe not really, because there was barely any chances, but still, 0-0. One goal, one mistake could have decided that. So I think we're going to get a couple of good. I think the last three games of this Premier Sports Cup will be good. I think both semi-finals could go either way, could be close. It's hard to predict. And then, no matter what two teams make the final, I don't care what two teams make the final, I still think it's going to be a close game. I think it's hard to call. Celtic are the favourites, obviously, because they're Celtic, but by no means would I rule out Rangers beating Celtic, and I certainly would not rule out Motherwell or St Mirren, causing an upset in the final. I mean, we've already seen St Mirren Celtic earlier in the season. Celtic were very fortunate to win with that deflected goal late on to beat them. So, yeah, listen, I think this is going to be a good ending to the Premier Sports Cup. I think we could treat it to three really good games, exciting games. It's hard to call it. Any of these four teams could be the first cup winners, the first trophy winners of this domestic Scottish season. If I had to give a prediction, I would say, and I'm going to go with St Mirren to beat Motherwell. I'm going to go with Rangers to beat Celtic, and I'm going to go with St Mirren to beat Rangers in the final. That is my prediction there. I'm going to go with St Mirren to get their hands on the Premier Sports Cup. I think the one thing holding Stephen Robinson back, he's done great so far in his St Mirren career, but the one thing holding him back is a good cup run. He's made it to the semi-finals here. I think he can make it further. I'm predicting Stephen Robinson St Mirren to win the Premier Sports Cup. So there you go, guys. That's what I think is going to happen. That's my prediction. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Either way, I think we're going to get some decent games of football over the next two semi-finals and final, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.